Should be here at any moment. Welcome to another FSW High Octane. I am Paulie Covert. Tonight, 7:30 p.m., Vail Pavilion, Silverton Casino. It is FSW Turning Point. Grab your tickets now. Phil Baroni making his FSW debut. We will catch up on that saga with Michael Modest here in a moment. Also, Tyshaun Prince versus Kevin Kross. And it's, speaking of, Tyshaun Prince, it is so good to see you. Welcome.
How you doing, Daddy?
Come on in, have a seat over here.
Absolutely.
Finally, all of this nonsense between you and Kevin Kross, we're going to clear the air here today, right on FSW High Octane.
Hey, Paulie Covert, did 107.5 get those new kids on the block tickets?
Sally.
Paulie.
Sal.
Tyshaun. What's going on?
Part of our job here in Future Stars of Wrestling is to interview the future stars of wrestling. You want to join us? We're going to talk a little bit.
No. That's something I got to take care of anyway.
We'll talk about a little of that here in a bit. Let's get to some action first. It's going to be a good one today.
All right.
New kids on the block.
Las Vegas, let me hear ya! Las Vegas, the champion's here. You can do better than that. Let me hear ya! Now do us a favor and shut up, because we got something important that we gotta say right now. We are live in Las Vegas. I am Stu Stone, the most powerful Jew on the planet. And this right here is the most powerful man on the planet. And you know how I know that? Because look what is around his waist.
Can't argue with that now, can you?
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's gold. That means he's the champ. That means he is the best of the best, because he climbed that ladder and he beat Fat Hardy. He beat Hardy so bad, you will never see Matt Hardy in FSW ever again. But for those of you who came here tonight and said, shut up, I'm talking over here. For those of you who spent your hard-earned guilt, your money, and your cash to come here tonight and see Brian Cage defend the FSW Heavyweight Champion, is that what you want to see tonight? Well, guess what? It's not gonna happen. But there's a reason for that. The reason why Brian Cage is not going to defend this championship is because there's nobody here. That's about enough of you.
Stu Stone, it's great to finally meet my intellectual equal. You see, when Matt Hardy came down to FSW, he wanted the best, so he found the best. And Stu Stone, as this gentleman just let you know, I'm the best. And I beat Matt Hardy before the dumb piece of meat was eating this company.
What?
You got me there. I screwed up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You got me. That's the rights. But the fact of the matter is, I beat Matt Hardy before you were even in this company.
He was on that show, actually.
And while I totally respect you, Stu Stone, I like women I've never had, I like nice clothes, and I like gold. I like that gold. So I come for your belt, Brain. I come for my title. Hold on for a second. I want to apologize in advance, but I honestly don't even know who the hell you are. So if you could do me a favor, and for the people who are watching this podcast, because they know this man, Brian Cage, You know I'm the Malibu Madman. I'm the extra special threat. I'm everything you're not. I'm everything they hope to be. And buddy, that's not hyperbole. It's just reality verbally.
First of all, my name is Stu Stone, not Rosetta Stone. I don't know what the hell you just said, but I'll tell you what. Bryce Harrison, George Harrison, Hardbody Harrison, Neil Patrick Harrison. You must have a death wish. You want to come in here and you want to challenge, you want to put your hands on me. These people would love to see me defend this title and kick your ass. You know what? I'm crazy enough to do it. I will defend that title tonight and beat your ass. Because this man right here is a killer. This is the Wolverine. This is the champ. And if you want a match tonight for the gold, you got it. But you guys can clap all you want. This will be the last time you ever see this idiot ever again. You're a follower, we're leaders, and we're out of here.
Power Play Sports Cards, Vegas' #1 store for cards and collectibles, offers the finest in sports memorabilia, located on the 2nd floor, inside the Galleria Mall. Power Play has all the latest sports memorabilia, from the NFL, Major League Baseball, basketball, UFC, and professional wrestling. For more info, call 482-7529.
Contact us about our card and collectible shows featuring the biggest names in professional wrestling and sports today.
You know why I'm here? I want the FSW World Heavyweight Championship. I hear you the soul man. I'm ready to come to your door.
It's the truth that in love and war, worlds collide and hearts get broken.
Tonight, you're gonna see the tall man, Kross, go one-on-one with Tyshaun Prince.
Is it true what they say? The words are weapons, and if it is, then everybody best stop stepping, cause I got 10 in my pocket that'll bend your lock, and I'm tired of all of these walkers saying, come with me, wait.
We're not done yet.
It's just about to break, it's more than I can take. Everything's about to change, I feel it in my veins, it's not going away. Everything's about to change. Creeps in like a thief in the night, without a sign, without a warning. We are ready and prepared to fight. Raise up your soul.
When I sign that, you're gonna jump me. Okay, this is my first rodeo. I've been around. So this is what we're gonna do, T. These are handcuffs. Put them on. And you handcuff yourself to that nearest turnbuckle for my safety so we can do this as gentlemen. I give you my word, T.
Boy, you think I'm stupid? I put these on, and all of a sudden you gonna bash me in the head? You think I'm dumb?
Listen, you don't do that, you're a people pleaser. These people are never gonna see Kevin Kross versus Tyshaun Prince. I will walk out of here. I'll walk out of this company, and I'll go demolish somebody else's roster and be World Heavyweight Champion somewhere else. Hey T, I'll see you at the Silverton. If you can make it.
He who breaks the law goes back to the house of pain.
World-class tattooing in a laid-back atmosphere. Blue Note Tattoo offers one-of-a-kind quality in a one-of-a-kind environment. Open Monday through Saturday, Blue Note Tattoo is located at 2275 East Sunset Road, across from the airport runway viewing area. Christoph brings 20 years of experience to the table, and his work has been featured throughout the world. For a world-class tattoo, give Christoph a call at 702-471-6656 or visit online at BlueNoteTattoo.com. Blue Note Tattoo. Tattoos worth selling your soul for. Tyshaun, as we saw on a previous episode of FSW High Octane, I tried to get an interview with you, but unfortunately we were interrupted by Kevin Kross. He stepped in the ring, had a few words with you, but there was one thing he was mentioning. He mentioned that you turned away a WWE opportunity to be a family man, and he put you down for that. So this raises the question, what is the history of Tyshaun Prince and professional wrestling? In fact, let's start. Weren't you a football player to begin with?
You know what, Paul? We'll go ahead and start from the beginning.
All right.
You know what? Hey, there's no secret. You know what? I did. I played at Baylor University. I spent 2 years there. Got my opportunity, went to the Redskins, got an opportunity. NFL stands for not for long. From there, I went to arena football. Played 6 years there. I played for the Colorado Crush, Grand Rapids Rampage. Spent 2 years with the Las Vegas Gladiators, which kept me here. From there, spent my last bit of time with the Utah Blaze. And then from there, you know, I'm sitting here in Las Vegas. I'm working at some of the top nightclubs here. And, you know, funny thing about it, I've always been a wrestling fan, just like anybody else. And me and a buddy of mine, we were, you know, talking like wrestlers, acting like wrestlers. And somebody said, hey, you guys should be wrestlers. It was like, well, you know what? Why not? So, you know, we found a school, you know, out of business now, but we went over there, checked it out. From my first bump, my first role, fell in love, been doing it ever since. So from there, seeked out AU, did it. From there, I found FSW. So in the process of me moving to FSW, yes, I got an opportunity with WWE. The opportunity came, and in that opportunity, I had twin boys. And having twin boys and being a father is one of the most amazing things that could possibly be. Now, if another man want to knock someone for being a father, then that's a sorry excuse of another man. And I'll say it again, a sorry excuse of another man. So, with that being said, they were turning 3. At that time, for me, who didn't have a father when he grew up, but a man stepped in and became my father, I decided to do something that should always be done. I stepped up to the plate and said, these young men will always have their dad in their life. FSW provides a way for me to fulfill my dream of being a professional wrestler, but it also gives them a chance to see their dad fulfill his dream, as well as their dream of having their dad in their lives. So hence why I chose to stay where I am and do exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, building and helping FSW rise amongst the ranks of one of the best promotions in the West Coast, which we are. And now we're going to go ahead and continue to move through the United States and become one of the best companies around the world.
Same great service, same great prices. Granite Trade is the #1 store in Vegas for all your stone needs. Along with the biggest selection of granite colors in town, Granite Trade can provide all you need for your new kitchen countertops, outdoor barbecues, or bathroom vanities. If you need it, Granite Trade can supply it. Located at 5451 Arville Street, Granite Trade is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 251-5451 and ask for our friends Tim or David. Granite Trade, home of the $300 slab.
Good evening, Mr. Joe DeFalco. I am the Toll Man, and that right there is the No Limits champion, Bryce Harrison, an excellent role model for children, might I add.
A man who has more monikers than anybody in professional wrestling, the FSW Heavyweight Champion, Brian Cage, and Stu Stone.
The FSW World Heavyweight Championship is the most prestigious title that you could hold in professional wrestling. This is the belt that I want, and I'm tired of waiting.
And there is my normal broadcast partner, Stu Stone, who obviously had to step aside to manage his boy, Brian Cage. And there is Bryce holding up the No Limits title that is not being defended tonight. So kind of a win-win for Bryce Harrison. He can walk away with both titles. And look at that, Stu doing a little Shelly Martinez imitation, and she doesn't look very happy. And there is Shelly looking to add another piece of hardware to the following. Obviously, you're going to see a big size and power advantage, but there is Bryce Harrison. Great athletic ability, great technical wrestler. And it's going to be very interesting to see if he can wear down the big man.
He's doing the right thing right now. He's got to get behind Cage. He's got to work an angle. He's got to pick apart and stick with it, and that's not exactly happening right now.
Unfortunately for Bryce Harrison, a guy like Bryce, and look at that European uppercut almost knocking the head off of Bryce Harrison. And as the No Limits champion, even though Bryce isn't the biggest guy, usually he's equally sized to a lot of the guys that he wrestles. But tonight, he is in against a guy who's probably got 60, 70 pounds on him, Kevin Kross.
Absolutely. I would stick with those forearms.
Adam Thornstowe. And look at this. Bryce is trying to choke out Cage, and look at that. And listen to the crowd, the way he just tossed him right over his head. That's a move that would make Kevin Kross proud.
Yeah. You want to keep those forearms to the face, Bryce.
And I think he might have upset our heavyweight champion. And look at the power. Even though he almost slipped out.
Look at this.
And Bryce Harrison's going to have to think of a new game plan.
Yes.
And that could be part of it, because he's going to have to wear down the giant, Brian Cage, because he's not a guy that, 10 minutes down the line, he's going to be gassed and he's going to be done for the night. Brian Cage could go 30 minutes if he has to go to.
Did you see that? He just turned an elbow pad over. That's a smart man right there. Right to the face. Oh, to the leg. Stick with the leg, Bryce. Stick with the leg. Cover. Cover.
The loaded lariat one. Usually he uses that move right to the top of the head, but right now he's trying to wear down the champion, Brian Cage. There is Stu at ringside trying to bring out some words of encouragement to the champion. And this is the first opportunity Bryce has had to maybe show some offensive prowess tonight.
He has to stay on him. You can't give Brian Cage an inch. Yes, right there. You stay on that leg. This is exactly why Bryce Harrison is the leader of the following. He is brilliant. He is calculating. He will figure it out. He's the type of guy that jumps out of an airplane with the parachute. He doesn't need it on. He knows he's got time to put it on. He's a wild man.
And Bryce Harrison making sure he's working the leg of Brian Cage, trying to make sure that body part becomes useless.
Well, that takes away a lot of Brian Cage's offense. If a man can't stand on one leg, a man can't fight.
And Bryce just continued to wrench the left leg of the heavyweight champion, looking to make his first successful defense. And he just kicks him off with the other leg. And there's Stu going to ringside.
He's always a factor.
And Bryce trying to throwing a right hand at Stu Stone. And look at that. Shelly Martinez slaps right to the face of Brian Cage. Stu has not said very many complimentary things about Shelly Martinez.
No, he certainly hasn't. He certainly hasn't.
In public and definitely not in private to me.
Oh,
not a fan. And look at this. Stu Stone looked like he was going to punch Shelly Martinez, but instead he eats a headbutt.
Have a seat, Stu.
And right now, Bryce Harrison seems like he has his sights set on the most powerful Jew in Hollywood. And look at this. Nobody's home. Stu Stone rolled out of the way. That could be a huge mistake.
It looked like he slipped. He fell into her.
And right now, Bryce in big trouble. And Cage ramming the shoulder into the midsection of Bryce Harrison.
Oh!
And coming across with the clotheslines.
He can't take much more of those. He's going to break him in half. Oh!
And right now, this is the beginning of the end. Could be it. If Brian Cage wants to finish him. 1, 2. But Bryce is still able to kick out.
With all due respect to Bryce, I thought that was going to be it.
Let me tell you something. We have never seen Bryce Harrison get beat down the way he is tonight.
It's never happened.
And Cage has got him up, but look at this. Bryce is able But look at that. Brian Cage holds on, but the swing and the miss. And look at this. Bryce is up.
It's too big for that.
And he's trying, but it's not working. And look at this. Look at the power of Brian Cage.
He's got a bite or scratch. Do something. Come on, Bryce.
He's curling Bryce Harrison. Oh. And you can listen to the crowd, and it gets a high five from Stu Stone, who is looking ecstatic right now.
Get him off the apron.
Let me tell you something, Kevin Kross. Tyshaun Prince may be a tough matchup for you, and if you got the victory on him, this might be what's laying in store for you.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something, Joe, with all due respect. I will never be on the receiving end of that, number one. And number two, Brian Cage better pray to God that I don't make my way through Tyshaun Prince, because if I do, I am going to take over.
Well, those are some strong words, Kevin Kross, and I know you've backed it up very often. Look at this. Almost a bow and arrow type maneuver. He's got the knees pressed up against the small of the back, and it's possible Bryce Harrison may give up.
Hey, there's a cover.
But Bryce was able to turn it into a pinning predicament. But look at that, eats the clothesline once again as Brian Cage, right place, right time, here on High Octane, the main event. The FSW heavyweight title on the line as the champion, Brian Cage, defends against the No Limits champion, Bryce Harrison.
Physically, which is exactly why he is the world heavyweight champion. And I'm ready to go toe-to-toe, mano-a-mano with this guy.
And look at this, and Bryce catching his second wind. And using his speed.
Oh!
But look at the power slam by Brian Cage. Cuts Bryce Harrison down in the tracks. And once again,
that leg is still bothering him. Bryce has got to get back to that leg.
It looks like Shelley trying to get the crowd going, and we of course have some following fans as well as Brian Cage fans.
We absolutely do. Bryce Harrison, no pun intended, has quite a following.
And look at this. She's holding on as Cage is looking to suplex Bryce Harrison, and Stu dumps Shelley.
If Bryce was about 50 pounds heavier, he could have suplexed him in the guardrail, and that would have been a go-home right there.
And look at this, over the top, and look at this. But Bryce is able to maneuver out and uses the rope as leverage, and Brian Cage gets suplexed from the second rope for Bryce Harrison. You never think you would have heard those words.
Absolutely not. He was such an animal. He was the guy who got up first, and back to the leg. Beautiful.
And once again, Bryce Harrison mounts a comeback, a man that you can never count out in a matchup. And there it is, the neck breaker, going for the cover. 1, 2. But Cage is able to just throw him off. And there he is rolling with the knees. The rolling knees by Bryce Harrison. Once again, another 2 count. And Brian Cage is able to kick out. And again, he is holding on for dear life.
There is no intention.
And Brian Cage reaches the rope as Bryce Harrison has to break the count. And Shelley ordering Bryce to keep it on, keep it going. The running knees. And he has got to do a lot if he wants to take out Brian Cage. He's just got to keep going. 100 miles an hour, Kevin Kross. If he wants to take the title home with him tonight, as well as his No Limits title that is not on the line, just a heavyweight championship. As Bryce is climbing, and he is going to the top rope, but Cage is able to get up. And unfortunately for Bryce Harrison, he is not able to hit that moonsault from the top rope, and right now he is in a very precarious position as Cage has got him. Look at that.
This is very bad. This is very bad.
Oh! And look at that. He just drops down. Brian Cage, this has got to be it.
That's a wrap.
1, 2.
Yes.
And once again, Bryce Harrison able to kick out. And there was another 2 count and possibly kicked out, possibly got his foot on the bottom rope. And once again, a reversal.
Oh!
Big boot to the side of the head. And that doesn't look good for Bryce Harrison.
Oh!
1, 2. Basically a flapjack, but a lot more power than the normal one you may see as Brian Cage. But some way, somehow, Bryce Harrison able to kick out before the 3 count. And Stu Stone wasn't very happy about being interrupted earlier tonight by Bryce Harrison, a man that he had said good things about in the past.
Yeah, he absolutely did not like that. You know, Bryce Harrison's arsenal is really meant for guys within the No Limits Championship division. This is a very difficult match for him. I'm surprised, to be entirely honest with you, that he's been able to stick it out, because right now he's getting chopped piece by piece, taken apart by the effing machine.
And right now he is just trying to fight to survive, and he'll think about whatever else he's got to do to try to win the match, but right now he's just got to survive, and it looks like he might be biting him. Biting Brian Cage in the eye.
Do what you got to do.
And there is Bryce once again climbing up top.
Don't go for Stu. Go for Brian. Come on, stop looking at Stu.
And there is Bryce.
No.
Oh, but he lands on his feet. And a great maneuver by Bryce Harrison. But once again, only a 2 count. If he would have landed face first, Kevin Kross, this match would have been all over, but Bryce was able to readjust in midair.
That's exactly why he's the FSW No Limits champion. It's not going to work, Bryce.
Looked like he was trying to put him in a full Nelson, but the swing and the miss, and once again going for the leg and trying to chop down Brian Cage. But he's done a great job of wearing down Brian Cage's leg.
Do it.
And look at that, the discus lariat, he has got him up.
No.
And he is going for this, it's called Weapon X. Brian Cage, 1, 2, 3, and there you have it, the heavyweight champion keeps his reign going. Stu Stone very happy, but a hard-fought match. Give Bryce Harrison all the credit in the world. The No Limits champion gave all he can, but it was not good enough to stop the effing machine. And look at that, he took a step over Bryce.
Great interview.
Absolutely,
it was
Paul.
really good. I'm going to see you later after the contract signing, okay?
No problem, Daddy.
Right, take care, man. Take care. And by the way, next week, right here on FSW High Octane, you will see that contract signing between Tyshaun Prince and Kevin Kross. Sal.
You had your little interview?